is the first day of the month of Shvat, Rosh Chodesh Shvat, and Chodesh Tov U'Mevorach to everybody. And Be'ez Hashem Yisbarach, we are learning the 23rd, the 93rd daf of Maseches Pesachim. We are on Tzadik Gimel Amud Aleph, where the Gemara is discussing. We're in the 9th parak of Maseches Pesachim, discussing the halachas of Pesach Rishon versus Pesach Sheni. Says the Gemara, we are Tzadik Gimel Amud Aleph, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines from the top of the Amud, where the Gemara is going to discuss those that are obligated or have the opportunity to, or have the punishments for not bringing Pesach Sheni, and we're going to see a machlokes between the Tanaim with regards to what exactly is the punishment involved in not offering Pesach Sheni. So says the Gemara as follows, quoting the Brayso Tan Rabban. The Rabbanan taught as follows: those that these are the ones that are going to be bring Pesach Sheni. They are Hazavin, v'Hazavos, v'Amitzorim, v'Amitzoros. You have Zavin and Zavos. Those are male and female Zavin, meaning they have seen some kind of emission from their reproductive organs. A Mitzora and a Mitzoras. These would be people that have the kinds of skin blemishes that the Torah discusses in Parashat Dirshu, etc. Vinidos, and a woman that was a nida and has not yet become Torah. Ubaale nidas, and a man that has had relations with a nida who is also tamei. Now, a man that has intercourse with a nida, that does not necessarily mean that he did so intentionally. It could be that he did so unintentionally. Like the Gemara discusses, that a woman will be intimate with her husband and then say, "Oh, I just felt that I became a nida." Rashi points out here that what's unique about all of these is shekol elu tuma aruka. All of these things have a lengthy tuma period, as opposed to a shemeres yom keneged yom, or a balkari or a sheretz. Any of those situations, a person would be tamei and then be able to recover from the tuma, undergoing a process of tahara pretty quickly, meaning within a day or so. Veha yoldos, and a woman that has given birth is also included in this list. These are the people that are going to bring Pesach Sheni. These are people that could not bring Pesach Rishon because it would have been impossible for them to do so. They were all Tameim at the time. Hashogigim, those that violated, meaning they were not in observance of Pesach because they did not know when Pesach was, they made a mistake. Veha anusim, and those that were unable to because they were forcibly prevented. Veha meizidim, and those that are mezid, those that said, I could do it, but I'm just not going to. V'tamei, a person that is tamei, v'shahai b'derech chayka, and anybody that was far away at a distant place. So we have categories of those that are tamei, those that are shogig, those that are honest, those that are mazid, and then there is tamei, means here tamei lanefesh, v'shahai b'derech chayka, somebody that was at a distant place. This list is very, very discombobulated. I don't know if that's the official Talmudic definition, but it seems to be very disjointed. The Gemara is going to question this. In Cain, if this is so, lama nema tamei. Why are you telling me tamei? I mean, why is this Brayso discussing tamei? We have all the people that have tuma aruka. Yeah, you have a zav and a mitzaras, and a bel nidas, and a nida, and a yeladas. All of them have a long, lengthy tuma. Good, excellent. Well, shogigim, they didn't have the option to. They didn't know. But anusim, they didn't know. And then you list mizidin, those that did know and didn't care. And then you have the tamei, somebody that's tamei. That's mefurish in the Torah. What are they doing at the end of this list? It says, why are you listing tamei here? You want to know why he's mentioned? Because if he wanted to bring Pesach Rishon, would we not let him? Meaning, this person that wants to bring Pesach Rishon, he wants to. There's nothing physically wrong with him. The only reason that he cannot is because he's tamei nefesh. Ela imkein. If this is so, meaning this is to tell you that if he wanted to, he should be able to. Imkein, if this is so, lama never derech chayka. Why list the derech chayka? Why listed there? That means lepoter min hakares, to tell you that he is potter from kares, meaning that if he didn't bring Karban Pesach because he was b'derech chayka, he is potter min hakares uchamanda Omar Hurza. And this must be then in accordance with the opinion that we saw from Rav Nachman in yesterday's Amud, that Rav Nachman holds that he is allowed to be in fulfillment of Karban Pesach by his friend offering Karban Pesach on his behalf. Meaning, that's why these two dinim are included there. One is to tell you that the Tameh is allowed to bring Pesach Sheni. There's nothing wrong with that. And the second is, and if he wanted to bring Pesach Rishon, then we would let him. It's just technically he is unable to. And B'derech Chayka is then listed, juxtaposed next to him to teach you, says the Gemara, that this Brisa is the opinion of Rav Nachman. I mean, Rav Nachman holds like the opinion of this unnamed Brisa. Okay, next conversation. Isha b'sheni mechayva. Hold up a second. The Brisa just told me that you have Zavin and Zavos, Mitzrayim and Mitzrayos, Venidos, Veyoldos, that all of these women are bringing Pesach Sheni. Since when do women have to bring Pesach Sheni? Isha b'sheni mechayva. Who says that a woman has to bring Pesach Sheni? Didn't we say Yachol lo yu osim Pesach Sheni? You might think that they are not obligated to bring Pesach Sheni. Ella, that the person is not obligated to bring Pesach Sheni. Ella tamil nefesh, except for somebody that is a tamil nefesh, somebody that is come in contact with the dead body. Somebody that was on a distant journey. With zavin and mitzarim, a person that's a zav, a person that's a mitzara, ubala nidus, and a guy that was intimate with a nida. Minayin, how do you know that all of them are pushed up to Pesach Sheni? Talmud, because the pasuk says, ish, every man. Asher Tamila Asher So in that pasuk, ish tells you every man, which tells you it is inclusive of all of these men, but no women. Women are not chayiv in Pesach Sheni. Says the Gemara. We do have such an opinion. Like Kasha, no problem. Rabbi Yossi, this is the opinion of Rabbi Yossi, who held that women are obligated to Pesach Sheni, and that's why they are allowed to make a chabur b'fnei atzman. They can make their own group for Pesach Sheni because they are chayavas in Pesach Sheni just like everybody else. And the opinion that is to the contrary is Rabbi Yehuda, Rabbi Shimon. Rabbi Yehuda and Rabbi Shimon held that a woman is not able to a group of women are not able to bring Pesach Sheni. Rabbi Yehuda is of the opinion that they can join in, and Rabbi Shimon is of the opinion that they cannot join in, that there's no shaychus at all. But it means that this brisa, which seems to be supportive of Rabbi Nachman, is the opinion of Rabbi Yossi. Okay. Tarabban, we have a brisa that says as follows: Chayev kares al harishon v'chayev kares al hasheni. Divrei Rabbi. Rabbi's opinion is that you could be chayev kares for Pesach Rishon and chayev kares for Pesach Sheni. Now, that does not mean that you are chayev kares twice for Pesach Rishon and Pesach Sheni. It means that if a person was negligent in Pesach Rishon and is now chayev kares, they got their chayev kares. Now they have to do tshuva for their chayev kares. What happens if they were b'derech chayka? So then they didn't get kares Pesach Rishon. V'chayev kares al Pesach al Sheni means that if by the time Pesach Sheni shows up, they still did not bring their carbon, then they would be chayev kares on Pesach Sheni. Divrei Rebbe. This is the opinion of Rebbe, meaning you could, in theory, you could become, you could get a chayev kares for both Pesach Rishon and Pesach Sheni. Okay, Rav Nassan says. Says Rav Nassan, chayev kares al Rishon. Rav Nassan says no. You can only be chayev kares for negligence on the first Pesach. But if you were chayev, you were potter from the first one and chayev on the second one, and you were negligent on the second one, no kares whatsoever. You can only be chayev kares on the first Pesach. Rabbi Chanani ben Akabi has the third opinion. You only get kares in this block called Pesach Rishon and Pesach Sheni if you've messed up twice. Meaning, if you were mazed on Pesach Rishon, you didn't bring Pesach Rishon. You were in Yerushalayim and you just didn't show up. You didn't bring it. You didn't get there's no chayev kares. Come back. bring Pesach Sheni, then you will be potter from kares. But if you did not, then you would be chayiv at the end of Pesach Sheni for not doing Pesach in these two windows that you had. Says the Gemara, and they are consistent. These three opinions are consistent with their viewpoint. The Tanya, because the Brisa says Gershon is Garibein Mishnei Pesachim. What happens if you have a convert that converts between two Pesachs? So he was a non-Jew on Erev Pesach, and a week later he becomes a Jew. Mazel Tov, Shkoyach, you are now Jewish. Does he bring Pesach Sheni? V'chein, and likewise, Katan Shehigdal in Shnei Pesachim. You have a Katan that grew up, he was not yet Bar Mitzvah on Pesach Rishon. He has his Bar Mitzvah a month later, whatever. He has his Bar Mitzvah on Rosh Chodesh Iyar, whatever it might be. So now he's a Bar Mitzvah. Does he have to bring Pesach Sheni? So he is chayiv to make Pesach Sheni. Divrei Rebbe, that is the opinion of Rebbe. Rebbe holds that you could be chayiv kares for being negligent on the first, and chayiv kares for being negligent on the second. If you became Bar Mitzvah in between the two Pesachs, you are now chayiv. You have to bring Pesach Sheni. If you didn't, you'd be at least up for a Chiv Kares now, in theory. Practically, based in it's not going to be done anybody for Kares until the age of 20. So, but the Chiv would still be there. Rav Nosson says, Kol shezog l'rishon zog l'sheni. No, it doesn't work like that. Pesach Sheni is the makeup date for Pesach Rishon, which means that if you did not bring Pesach Rishon, you should bring Pesach Sheni. But what if you were never chayiv in Pesach Rishon? Then Pesach Sheni doesn't exist by you. Pesach Sheni is only a makeup day. It's only Tashlumim. Kol she'ein zog l'rishon, ein zog l'sheni. Whoever is not chayiv in Pesach Rishon is not chayiv in Pesach Sheni. But my commitment, what exactly is this machlek is about? It says when Rebbe is of the opinion that that Sheni is regel b'fnei atzmehu. That Pesach Sheni is a regel b'fnei atzmehu, meaning it's its own yomtiv. It is its own yontif. It is a yontif for people that didn't bring Pesach Rishon. That's it. That's the definition of Pesach Sheni. Rav Nosson says, no, Sheni Tashlum the Rishon. The Sheni is not its own yontif. It is a makeup date for the person that didn't bring the first time around. Meaning, it's not an independent yontif with a subcategory of Jews that are obligated to celebrate it. It is a makeup date for the first one, and we have these institutions of regel b'fnei atzmai. For example, that Shmini Atzeres is regel b'fnei atzmai. It is connected to Sukkot, but it is a regel b'fnei atzmai in 6 different areas. However, the alternative is that there are certain days that are tashlumim for other days. For example, throughout Sukkot, you can bring your chagiga. Yeah, you should bring it on the first day, but if you didn't, then the second day is tashlumim. The third day is tashlumim, meaning you have time to make up for that. And these two paradigms, this is the chakira of how to understand Pesach Sheni. So he says, Sheni tashlumim the rishon, that the Sheni is a makeup date for the first one. Tikunei l'rishon lo matkin le, but it cannot fix that which was broken by the first Pesach. Meaning, if you weren't chayiv in the first Pesach, there was no Pesach by you whatsoever. So then Pesach Sheni doesn't all of a sudden come and introduce a new Pesach to you. It's only a makeup day. It says what about the opinion of Chanan ben Akavia, who holds that it is one block in cohesively? So Sheni takant the rishon. No, the second one makes amends for the first. They work together. They work in tandem. If you were yotze the first time around, good, positive. And if not, then you are yotze if you do it the second time around. It is effectively a not just a makeup day, but two opportunities to fulfill one mitzvah. Obviously, the best time to do it is at the beginning, but there's another opportunity to do so. And you are only considered to have failed if you didn't do both of them. That's meaning if you didn't do it at least the first one, and if not the first one, then the second one. They work together. And all three of them, Mikra Echad Dirshu, they come from the same pasuk. And what is the pasuk that they all learn from? Which is V'ha'ish asher hu tahar. You have a man that is not tahar, uve'derech lo haya, and he was not on a journey. Rebbe Sava, and the end of the pasuk, which is important for us to make sure that we have here in context. The pasuk says, and was negligent in observing the Pesach, v'nichrasa hanefesh hahi me'amea, and that soul will be cut off from his nation. Ki karban Hashem lo hikriv b'moy adai, because he did not bring the karban of Hashem b'moy adai in its time, or in his time. Chet'o yisa, he will bear sin ha'ishahu, that man. Okay, that's the two v'ha'ish within the pasuk. The pasuk in Bamidbar Yud Gimel, and we also had ish in 3 psukim earlier, which was ish ki yatam nefesh. So v'ha'ish, and then again we have the v'ha'ish, which was the drasha that we saw at the end of last parak. What is the way of learning this pasuk within the three opinions that we saw? V'ha'ish asher hutar v'derech lo haya. V'chadala says Pesach, he didn't do Pesach, and ki korban Hashem lo yikriv b'mayadai, he didn't bring it b'mayadai in his right time. What exactly does this mean? Rabbi Yisrael is of the opinion, v'chadala says Pesach, that he was neglectful in bringing the Pesach, v'nichrasa, and he's going to get kares, delay of a berishon, because he did not bring berishon. He didn't bring berishon, meaning v'nichrasa is he didn't bring berishon. Inami, alternatively, meaning, says Rebbe, Karban Hashem lo yikriv b'mayadai, and he didn't bring the Karban Hashem b'mayadai in his right time. What does that mean? B'sheni, the second Pesach. Meaning there are two times that are listed in the pasuk. One is v'chadal la'asas ha-Pesach v'nichrasa, and then ki Karban Hashem lo yikriv b'mayadai cheta yisayisho, because he didn't bring it b'mayadai cheta yisayisho, he could get kares for being neglectful of the second Pesach as well. Says the Gemara, Umi Mai. And how do you know that Rebbe knows that Chita Yisa? Ha'ishahu, that Chita Yisa means kares. Chita Yisa ha'ishahu, kares. Chita Yisa kares. So how does he know that? Turning over onto Tani Gimel Amud Beis, because he holds Megadef, that a blasphemer, Hainu Mevarech Hashem. The word Mevarech Hashem literally means to bless. The opposite of Mevarech. So Megadif Hainu Mevarech Hashem. Uksiv in the pasuk says, "But Mevarech Hashem," but the person that is a blasphemer, v'nasach chetai, that he will bury sin. V'gamar, and we learn hay chetai, that this sin, the hacha of here, mechetai the hasam, of the sin that is there. What is the here and what is the there? Ma'alahal kares afkan nami kares. Says Rashi, the top Rashi, because of Megadif, dichsiv bei kares. It says kares by the Megadif. Hainu mevarech Hashem, the person that is blaspheming. V'kevan diyesh kares mevarech Hashem. Since we know that there is kares by somebody that is mevarech Hashem, that is a blasphemer. Yaliv hai minei nesius chet l'gzer shava. He's going to learn that that the phrase v'nasach chetai means that a person is going to be chayav kares, and to that end, says Rebbe, from this pasuk I learned that there is v'nichrasa for not bringing Pesach, and b'mayadai v'nasach chetai, that's by second Pesach, and that is the proof from this pasuk of Rabbi Yehuda Hanasi's understanding of the din of a person not bringing Pesach Rishon and not bringing Pesach Sheni. And Be'ezras Hashem Yisbarach, we will continue with the other two opinions of Reb Nassan and Reb Chananya ben Akavia. We will see all of that by Hashem Yisbarach tomorrow, hoping that everybody is having a wonderful vacation, those that are on vacation, and those that are not, hope that everything is good. And Be'ez Hashem, looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow.